Hey. You signaled me earlier, but I couldn't.
I know.
I was in the kitchen. What's up?
Okay. I think you're my last one to talk to. I don't like it.
Why not?
I think it's really bad for the boys. I think it's wonderful for us. But I think I get to stick with Braden and Austin, and I still have you guys, and then I gain Kyle because I do this vote. It's kind of good for you because
It's not good for me.
you don't
It's
really get
not.
much blood on your hands.
I am not concerned about having blood on my hands. I'm not concerned about drawing the line. I think it's best for not just me, but for all the girls, because Kyle wins HOH and he's either coming after me or he's coming after you. It's good for the boys because they get row out and Kyle no longer has row.
Then they burned a bridge with Kyle, both of them, and they burned a bridge with Austin. And then me and Kiefer are like, our names are just being tossed because it's like, who's lying? Who did the vote?
You don't have to say where your vote lies.
I know,
Doesn't matter,
it
right?
doesn't matter, but names are still going to be like, oh, was
Because
it
I don't
Kiefer or
know
was it
what,
Beth?
like, we're in a better situation now than we were before when Ty was the first one to bring this scenario to all of us. And everybody was on board. And I was just like, no, it's too risky.
Yeah.
Now we're put in a situation where it's made it easier for us to do it. Because our whole concern was Josh still being in the house and still being able to throw any one of us up. Has somebody in this group told Braden, Kyle, or Austin about this?
Fuck no.
Because in the kitchen, Kyle was just like, has Josh campaigned to anybody today? And I was just like, where would that come from? And apparently Rose asked that like 3 times already today.
Yeah, but they would have to wonder.
Okay,
I
because
just
my concern now is, has somebody said something outside of this group? Because if they have, that is a huge concern for me.
Oh, yeah. No. I know Braden had a chat
Like, at
with...
what point are we gonna, like, I wasn't for this before, but knowing what I know now and knowing who Kyle's target is and Rose's target is, at some point, like, we gotta stop playing and start, and like, we gotta start playing and stop tiptoeing. I don't know.
I don't know.
But I see
feel
what
like
you
it's
guys
not
are saying,
tiptoeing.
right? But I think that, like, this is a group decision, like,
Yes.
because, like, how have we
50-50.
decided and we haven't all come to a decision?
I know, and I said this needs to be decided by tonight, so we're not fucking running around here tomorrow.
Right, like,
morning
you
all
can't be
sketched
going to
out.
people and being like, yeah, it's not happening.
No.
Who made that decision?
It's got to be done by tonight.
I agree with that.
Yeah, and like we don't talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah, like, whatever the decision is, like, it's done, it's over with, and, like, that's it.
Yeah.
Because, like,
I went to
my whole
everyone-
thing is that if whatever we decide, like, it never happened.
So sad.
This
No, I'm
conversation
just
never
tired.
happened,
And my
this option
stomach.
was never on the table, like, nothing at all, because it ruins our relationship with everybody.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, I just went to the boys and was like, you guys just, I don't know what your relationship is like with Kyle, but just so you know it's done when this happens. Everyone is like going into the HOH with fire under their ass, like pissed. Austin's pissed that her HOH was taken. It's great for me. It's wonderful for me.
Right, but are you playing for somebody else's game or are you playing for your game? What's in the best interest for your game? I think most of us in the group benefit from this.
And that's what I want.
There's always going to be a backlash with every single move. So we're not all going to benefit from all the moves, right?
No.
Sometimes I'm going to take an L, right? Sometimes you're going to take an L. Sometimes Ty and Jed's going to take an L.
That's what I'm saying is like I think that I'm like one of the only ones benefiting from this. It's
I'm
pretty bad for the whole group.
No, it's not. Tina's benefiting from this. Tina's on
Tina
board.
is, yes,
I'm
Tina is,
benefiting
yes.
from this. You're benefiting from this.
Yes, the girls definitely
Right?
are. And that's why I just said to keep up with the girls.
Tara's benefiting from this. The only person that, and I don't know, Ty was on board. Like, he was the one that wanted this the most.
Oh yeah.
This
he was
morning
the
when
one
I
chatting.
talked to him, he was just like, wow, this makes it better.
No,
the
totally.
the only people that do not, actually the person that could be in jeopardy the most is Keith, to be honest. And Jed, because he probably feels that if he votes Evic Rowe, his relationship with Kyle will be tarnished. 'Cause Kyle's going to be like, what the hell, buddy? But are you here to play for somebody else or for you? What's in your best interest?
At this point in the game, it's like, what's in the best interest of the 6? Because you can't get far without anybody.
Right, you
So
can't
you-
get far
yeah.
without anybody, but majority of people involved in this situation do benefit, except for 2 people.
Okay.
Whatever the decision is, it needs to be a group decision, and either way, I'm gonna be on board.
Same. Because we can do damage control. We can.
Either way, I'm gonna be on board, but it just needs to be a group decision.
Yeah, and totally. I went out to the boys, and I was just like,
What do you
guys-
want? What do you want for your game? What's your decision? What are you leaning towards?
I'm leaning towards doing it. But I just don't think it benefits the group. Like, I don't really see what you're saying.
Pardon?
I don't really see what you're saying and that it benefits more people. I think it benefits the girls. But it puts a lot of shit on the boys. And then I know that me and Kiefer's names are going to be like tossed under the bus too, being like, who's lying about the vote? Even if I don't have to tell them, and I probably won't.
Yeah,
But
you
like,
don't have
who's
to say
lying?
where he voted, but yeah.
Like, who's lying? Oh, Beth and Kiefer's being sketch. Oh, Jed and then it's also weird because how do I act? Because in real life, I would be like, fuck you guys, like, we were friends, like, you know? And now they'd be like, why are you hanging out with them? Why are you, you know? I'd have to, like, separate myself. Wish I could do, but
Separate yourself from who, Ty and Jed?
yeah. No one sees me and you together, that's fine.
Yeah, we don't hang out anyway, so.
I'd have to, like, make the house like, oh, I'm alone with Austin and Bray, you know? It would have to be, like, a major.
So who's the person that has an issue with this the most? Jed?
I think it's me. Like, I was the one that went to them. I was like, make sure you guys are thinking of this. Like, we're not thinking on adrenaline here.
It's not adrenaline. It's a good move.
Yeah.
And I genuinely do believe that Josh is not going to put any one of us up. I do. And I believe that some of what he said was true.
I'm not worried about Josh at all.
I'm not worried about
I'm more
him.
worried about the backlash of the boys' games.
The backlash from 2 people in this house, from Austin and Kyle, 2 people. Because they literally are the only people that are going to have a problem with this. The majority of people, which is 12 other people, which is 10 other people,
Yeah, I know.
are going to be fine with this. So you're basing the decision off of 2 people in this house. That's my perspective. But either way, we'll figure it out.
Totally.